It's time to put your health in your own hands. Get ready to learn from today's top health and wellness innovators and thought leaders on Optimal Health Radio. Now, here's your host.
Hi, this is Tammy Patzer, and I'm really excited to introduce today's guest, CAROLA Sand. CAROLA is an evidence-based holistic health practitioner, and she is a natural-born energy healer with the gift to harness and transmit life force energy in nature to transform both living organisms and non-living materials anywhere in the world. Her abilities have been scientifically tested, measured, validated, and published in leading international peer-reviewed scientific journals, suggesting benefits in overall health, well-being, and the improved quality of life. CAROLA is on a mission to make life better for everyone on every level, including physical, mental, emotional, as well as spiritual, to enhance quality of life by connecting them to the universal life force. Welcome, CAROLA.
Hi, thank you.
It's very interesting, the fact that you're a scientifically validated holistic health practitioner, because really in the world today, there are probably not very many people who have science behind them. And I find that very interesting. But before I ask you about the science, can you tell me a little bit more about how you got involved with becoming scientifically validated? And I understand that you work with something called the Trivedi Effect. Can you tell me more about that?
The Trivedi Effect, it's the gift, when you have the gift to harness this universal life force energy and transmit it through powerful thought intention. So this phenomenon is called the Trivedi Effect.
So how did it become known as the Trivedi Effect? Who found it, or?
It's Guruji Mahendra Trivedi. And He got this gift. He was the first one who got this gift. That's why it's called the Trivedi Effect.
So Can you tell me a little bit more about him?
He's from India, and he knew from the beginning, when he was a little kid, that he was different. He was meant to do something big. So when he was 30 something, he got this gift to harness this energy, the universal life force energy. And then he was really skeptic about what kind of energy is this? What can this energy do? And that's why his abilities are tested in so many different science experiments in laboratories around the world to see what this energy can do.
So I understand that he actually has done more than 4,000 scientific experiments, and that they've been published in more than 350 peer-reviewed scientific journals, and that they're also posted in a lot of libraries, like at Harvard and Cambridge and at the National Institutes of Health. So that's quite a few scientific experiments, more than 4,000. And you participated in some. Can you tell me a little bit about the science that you participated in?
Yeah, I got this gift from Guruji to participate, and I've done preclinical research on overall health and quality of life with both cell-based and mouse models. And also I've done vitamin D absorption. So it's in this.
So you've actually done the energy transmissions from Finland to to India, to laboratories in India. So they're basically testing the life force energy and the ability to use it or transmit it anywhere in the world.
Yeah, that's true. And when we did these tests, we didn't know where these samples were. We know they were in India, but we didn't know where they were. And we never touched them. We never knew anything about them.
So you were in Finland sending the energy, the life force energy, to some place in India. And obviously we're talking about thousands of miles and across. And then the scientists, they actually did very strict scientific evaluations using what you sent energy to, and then I guess a base model, whatever that's called, the norm or whatever, the thing that where nothing is done to it, and then they compared the results of the basic model to what you did. Is that semi-accurate?
That's correct, yeah.
So tell me a little bit more about the Trivedi Effect and how it works. Is it a ritual? Is it a religion? What is it exactly?
It's a gift to harness this energy. And there is no tricks, no techniques that will work. So during the transmission, your spirit will be connected to life force energy, to the source, your source. And it works like a computer getting connected to the satellite. So Guruji has said that he acts as an internet provider who connects the computer to the satellite. And as we know, the faster connection the computer has, the better it will work. So it's the same with all of us. We need this strong, deep connection to the life force to get a happy, fulfilled, healthy life.
So when you talk about life force and the energy, are you talking about like the creator energy, the universe, the God of our understanding?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
So I know I've had people, it's kind of interesting when I told them about the Trivedi Effect and that it is helping you to get connected to life force energy or to the God of your understanding. They were a little confused when I said the God of your understanding. How do you explain that to people?
It depends on what kind of religion you have, or do you have a religion, or what do you believe in? So it's the God of your understanding. It's what you mean. What's God for you?
Okay,
you understand what I mean?
So it doesn't matter, like if let's say that I'm a Christian or a Muslim, or maybe I'm an atheist, does it matter?
No, it doesn't matter. No, you can be an atheist also. So I think that whatever, even if you're atheist or whatever, so we believe in something. There is still something. You can believe in anything, and that is the God of your understanding.
Okay.
Like for example, when Guruji did experiments with plants, he said that he connected the plants with the sun, and in this case, the sun was the God of their understanding, the plants' God of their understanding.
Okay, so again, so this energy then it obviously it works on living and non-living things, because a plant obviously is a living thing, a human is a living thing, but it also can change the structure of non-living materials also.
Yeah, that's true. So this energy can change the information field in the atom.
So really
something.
When you think about it, and I am starting to be able to piece the puzzle together a little bit in terms of how to interpret this. So it's the creator, the creative energy that created all things. And that's how the God of your understanding comes into play, because many people have an idea that there's something bigger than us that created all of this. And this is the universal energy, the life force energy that lives in everything, in, just like you said, humans, animals, plants, atoms, inanimate objects, rocks, planets, the universe. For humans or animals, what are some of the benefits that you can actually get from a life force blessing or transmission?
This energy connects you to your inner guidance system, so you can start to live a more healthy life, the better quality in your life. And this can be different for all of us. It comes in different orders. I mean, this energy is intelligent, and it knows exactly what you need right now. So it might not be what you expect, but you just have to trust in the divine, that whatever happens to you when you get this energy, that will be right for you in this moment. That's what you need right now to start your transformation.
So, for example, maybe you're thinking like, gee, I would like to be less stressed out, but maybe what you really need is for, something else to happen in your life so that you're not so stressed out. So the energy, what you just said, you said this energy is an intelligent energy and it knows exactly what you need. And that's a really important point, because many people, it's like, dear God, please send me $1 million. Okay.
Yeah.
And maybe that isn't necessarily what you need, but the energy might come and maybe it will help you to have open up your thinking and more creativity. And maybe you'll come up with an idea that could create $1 million. It's that type of thing, where it's going to give you what you need, not necessarily in the way that you may think that it's going to come to you. So can you talk a little bit more about how these life force blessings work? And do I need to have them in person? Can they be long distance? Obviously, you're in Finland, so I am and you did the science long distance between Finland and India. So can you talk a little bit more about that?
Yeah, you don't need to be close. So it doesn't matter where you are. This energy will find you wherever you are. Like Guruji used to say that the divine knows the address of your spirit's address. So
well, that makes sense. So because if you believe in a higher power, I'm pretty sure that if you're connected, it's kind of like the idea of omnipresence. God is everywhere, or this life force energy is everywhere. So when you send a life force energy blessing, is it better to be awake or to be asleep?
It's better to be asleep, actually. So when you have one-to-one in person, then it's you just sit or you can lay down. It's good. It's important is that your spine is straight. But the best way is to get this energy transmission when you are asleep. Then you are
Why is it better if you're asleep? Is there a reason? Are you more open when you're asleep?
Yeah, you are more open. Yeah. Good. got to know that that's the time when you are more open, when it helps you the best when you are asleep.
Because the energy, it's connecting to your spirit or your soul, not to your brain or body, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
So in your experience, what attracted you to Guruji and the Trivedi Effect?
I've been since I was a little child. I knew that there was something more to life, a higher consciousness, something. And I've been searching all my life to find someone to help me to develop this, to make me understand my purpose in life. And and I've been meeting a lot of leaders, spiritual leaders, and got a lot of development from them. But still, I felt there's something's missing. And when I heard about Guruji, when I listened to the interview, that's how it started in 2011. I listened to the interview with him, and I knew immediately that this is what I've been waiting for. This man, he could harness this life force energy. I never heard of anything like this before. And he also had science behind him. He could prove that this energy worked. And it could do a lot of good things for everyone on this planet. And this was really amazing.
So how do you work with people now?
I give one-to-one transmissions, and also these monthly transmissions that you get when you sleep. So in these two ways, and for both adults, children, pets.
So if I wanted to do this for my pet, what would I expect to happen with my pet? Because so many people, they treat their pets like their children now. How could this help a pet?
It helps the same way it helps humans. That depends on what the pet needs, what's for his good life. So
okay. Yeah. So you can work with either adults or children or pets. Do you do anything with plants or agriculture, or do you focus mainly on humans?
Yeah, I do that too. Yeah.
So really, this can be very useful for anything. I take it. For you personally, what did you notice after you started getting the Trivedi Effect transmissions? What did you notice personally after that made it so that you wanted to do this or be involved with the Trivedi Effect?
Like after my first energy transmission, I got very sick, and I was sick for 3 days. I had no energy. I had like fever. I was really in a bad shape, and I took the temperature, and it was completely normal. So this was for me really amazing. At the same time, when I felt this sick, I was really happy, and I felt deep calmness inside. It was inner calmness that I cannot explain. Happiness. It's hard to explain how I felt. And at the same time, I was really sick. So I knew exactly this energy works. This is something I never felt before. So I knew I have to continue.
So you've now been involved with Trivedi Effect, since 2011?
Yeah.
Wow. So that's about 7 years. So you actually got involved to the point where you started doing the scientific experiments, and you've done the studies on the mice models and cells, and even on vitamin D.
Yeah.
So with that scientific validation, do you have any of that science on your website that people could go check out?
Yeah, they're all there, all the experiments that I've been involved in. So they're under science. You can just look.
Wow, I'm looking at some of the numbers here, and the key findings in the preclinical research on the cell-based mouse models, more than a 530% increase in ALP, which is a bone-specific enzyme, and more than 280% increase in bone mineralization. Wow, those are quite significant numbers, improvements. And I see here also, everyone, I'm just looking at the website, you can actually see the published scientific publications and go directly to the articles in the publications right from the website. So you've been involved in quite a few experiments here, CAROLA.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's pretty phenomenal. And you're in Helsinki, Finland. So if somebody wants to work with you and they're in the United States or anywhere in the world, how would they connect with you?
Just take contact. Go to my website, carolasand.com, and there you can have a look and be in contact with me. There are all the contact information. Okay. And also have a Facebook page, Carola Sand, Life Force Energy Transmissions, where you can also contact me in that way. It doesn't matter where you live, this energy will work anyway.
Wow. Yeah, I'm actually clicking through, and it's really easy. You can call her on the phone. You can send her an email. She's got all kinds of social media that you can click into. And of course, you can read all about the science. You can look at the programs that she offers and learn more about that. And then, of course, CAROLA also offers the custom programs that would be, basically for whatever it is that you're seeking improvements with. And there's a great testimonial page and a bunch of really cool FAQs. So if you have any questions that we didn't cover today, you certainly can find a lot more answers on CAROLA's website. So CAROLA, before I let you go, is there anything else that you would like to say about the work you do or the Trivedi Effect?
Yeah, if you if you think that this sounds interesting, you want to know more about Life Force Energy, just go into my website, carolasand.com, and sign up. Try for yourself and see what this energy can do for you, because you never know what happens. Something good for all of us.
I think that's a really good point, CAROLA, because you also have, you actually wrote a post called My Journey as a Life Force Healer, and it tells about your transformational journey, which is quite interesting. And I think you're absolutely right. Experiencing the Life Force energy is really something that each one of us needs to do, because it is different for each person. And I know for me personally, the first thing I noticed, of course, was I slept better. And then I started to notice my thought process seemed to be more organized. And then, just other things. And like you said, your first experience was that you felt sick. And they actually call that a healing crisis, when you actually might feel a little bit sick, but that's actually a sign of growth. So that's pretty interesting. So Again, everybody, if you want to talk to CAROLA, it's carolasand.com. You can go take a look at the blog. You can look at all the science, the programs, the testimonials, and learn more about it. So, CAROLA, thank you so much for taking time to talk to me.
Thank you.
This is Tammy Patzer. Go make it a beautiful day.
You've been listening to today's top health and wellness innovators and thought leaders on Optimal Health Radio. To get more solid health and wellness information, visit OptimalHealthRadio.com.